Hey, in this video, we're going to show you how to get started with blogs. This is going to be a two-part video series. Part one, we're going to cover the blog builder, how to basically build a blog, use the text editor. We're also going to dive into the SEO meta, adding authors, categories, and so forth. And then in the second video, we're going to cover how to add the blog elements to your website. So without further ado, let's dive in. So if it's your first time in the blog builder, you're going to head over to the left onto the Sites tab, and then head into the blog submenu over here. Once you get in here, you're going to head and click on Create Blog Post. And what this is doing is basically titling your blog. You can change this at a later date. So for right now, I'm just going to put my first blog. And I'll say first blog post, right? And then you can add an image. If I was to add an image, this is the size requirements I would follow. And this is going to essentially be used as SEO meta. So anytime you share your blog URL, let's just say you share it via text message, you'll see this image and this description in the text or the messages, right? So let's go ahead and create post, move on to the next step. And this is going to be our blog. So for a hypothetical case, let's just say we rewrote it using all these cool features up here: bold, italic, underline, strike through, different font sizes, H1 to H5 tagging, alignment, indentation, order lists, select text color, highlight, links, images, videos, quotes, emojis, dividers, and so forth. So once we're happy, let's just say we wrote this article, we're happy with our tagging system and how we wrote it, we're going to actually go ahead and there's a couple options up here I want to cover. If you want to duplicate your post, you can do that. Let's just say you're creating a 6-series blog and you go through 6 different items, right? You can probably duplicate this post to keep the template the same across all 6 if you wanted to. You can also preview the post. Once you preview the post, you'll have the option to switch between mobile and desktop and so forth. So then we'll jump back in, and then the other option you'll have here is to see version history. You can restore the version history if you need to. I've only got one version because I just jumped in here. And then alternatively, you can also go in here and delete the post from permanently, essentially. Right? In this case, we want to go ahead and say we're published, and we want to go ahead and use the URL. So this is the name essentially from the SEO meta we first set it up right here. Again, we can change this now, add our posts, our images, and so forth, update it. And then we can also select categories. So if there's no categories here, you can actually create a new category and go ahead and label it here. So we'll just call this 6-series blog posts. 6-series. Yes, and you just say this is 6 ways to financial freedom. Okay, cool. You can add your image for your category if you wanted to, and go ahead and add that category. And what you'll see here now is that this shows up. You can add keywords that would be involved with your title and essentially what helps you rank on this page. And then you can also add an author here. By adding a new author, go ahead and add the name, the alt text, and also the image size. Make sure we follow the requirements, and a short description of the author and their social links. And what we have done that already over here. And you can actually save a draft here if you want to. So if you save it, this is what's going to happen. It's going to take you back to the builder. And let's go back in here, and you'll see the status is saved, categories here, updated last, and the blog post. Total blog posts, how many you have in total, how many you published, how many visits per week. Alternatively, you can also go in here, and this is where you access your authors right here. You can add a new author, and you can also access your categories and add more categories here. So let's go back in here, and let's just say we're happy and we're ready to publish. You do see other options here: duplicate post. Again, you can change the SEO meta details, and you can archive it and also delete it here. But we're going to dive in and actually publish this. So we're happy, hit publish. We're going to go back into here. This doesn't actually schedule the post, it's just a date that's present on the post. So let's just say you wrote this blog 3 weeks ago and you want to backdate it for 3 weeks. You can go ahead and do that. So let's just go ahead and save this, and then you'll see blog post settings saved. So now that we're in here, we'll see the status has changed to published. Let's say we want to make edits. Just jump in here, you can update the post. And you can also go back into here and say update. So you make your updates, go back into here, and then you can move to draft if you want to. So if you want to move it to draft and you want to essentially delete it or archive it or just move into draft, you can go ahead and do that there. And you'll see on the other side it moves it back into draft. So that is how you set up a blog. That is how to move from draft to published. That's how to authors, categories. If you have any other questions, please let us know. See you in the next video. Thanks.